Hello everyone and welcome back to Academy Rush. Also, it's Friday night, so it feels good. You know what that means. Friday Night League's coming up as well. This is going to be Golden Guardians versus Cloud9. We're in the Academy Rush League right now, and it is week 2 of the 2020 summer split. And summer's 1 day away. Can you believe it? This year is flying by right now. And you know what? They can just get out of here anyways. But we need to get the league play in as we go along. It is Golden Guardians sitting nicely as one of the 6 teams in first place at 2-1. Go figure. So a lot of teams really battling for the top now as things start to pan out, sorry. And just figure out who's really feeling the stride in the beginning of the split. Cannot be said for Cloud9. The stride is not there. You have seen countless tries with different compositions. They have been so close to winning each one, though. They've been close games, but the variations aren't working. Here, again, they go back to Tomo with the mages. Palafox is still going to be on something aggressive. That's something we've been looking for, and he is back on the Jace. Yesterday, he played the Zoe, was able to have a great effect, and we'll just see if the team can kind of pile on the damage that can be coming from these lanes. Looking at Inori, he was on Rek'Sai for his past few games, had a great Rek'Sai game yesterday, but almost too good. At 7-0 at one point, could not really help the team with being a little bit of damage, right? You're not going to be able to take everybody down at the beginning of a fight. You can kind of get the one target, wait for cooldowns, and go to the next. And that's what their opponents really abused coming back into the game, was that nobody else on Cloud9 had gotten those kills. Here, we'll see if the distribution gets played out a little bit better as we look at the compositions made from Champion Select here. Cloud9, in their bans, focused Keith with the first 3. Ezreal, Varus, and Kalista right at Keith. Now, Keith played Ashe yesterday, right? They had a full support composition for Golden Guardians. So to see them kind of still focus him, knowing the champion pool is there, so we'll see if it affects them. More or less, they're getting what they want to play against now, out of having Keith banned out, knowing or hoping what the rest of the team would pick up for Golden Guardians. The second bans were Braum and Morgana, focused at Chime, so everything focused at bot for Cloud9 within the ban phase. Thresh and Syndra, along with Karma, were Golden Guardians bans. So just really kind of going along the map, taking out support, what will help in team fights when they get to those big brawls, as we see a good back and forth between Fudge and Zion Spartan in the top lane. And a few more bans coming in with Trundle, and I missed the other one for Golden Guardians. But again, just an all-around focus for what they were trying to take away from Cloud9. And Inori wasn't really touched that much, so he had a pick of his litter if he wanted to go back to Rek'Sai, if he wanted to go back to something else. Just 3 minutes in, not seeing too much around the map. Hard walked over a ward, so it doesn't look like Cloud9 is in any position to get ganks or need a counter gank, which Hard may be waiting for. It's just going to be a scuttle trade. Zion's chilling for a moment. Oh, he was going for a deep ward. It looked like his coin had stopped, and maybe he was just looking for the angle to get over that wall. But I thought he was trying to set up a sneaky plan. Just heads back to keep farming up against Fudge. Hard will rotate back around. Maybe he goes for a lane. He wants Krug. Krug life, he pings it. Oh, it's going to be a Zenith Blade in, however. Severin's up, so it's going to be a bit of damage as Diamond shields that away as Gravitum locks him down for an extra trade. And switching back and forth, you can see the offhand gun firing with the use of that Q ability. Hello, a Blaze Olive with the Clockwork Windup coming up in that passive for auto attacks as he again command moves forward, dissonance a bit. You can see leveling up that Q allows for the cooldown, the attacks. He protects back to himself just to make sure a Shock Blast isn't some splash damage on him, and may not want to fight in a cannon wave. He's going to be able to protect himself. Good amount of mana there in his back pocket, and he has the biscuits. Oh, the rotation from bot Chime with the big flank on this. Is he going to be able to have Zenith Blade? He tries to stay in the fog of war as long as possible. They're going to get at least a flash out of this. And right along the base gate, I'm sorry, the acceleration gate, it goes the Zenith Blade. And a miss out there. Inori sees a ward. He'll have time to clean it. He was just wondering if they were still going after the mid laner, Palafox. The pressure was on him right away. Golden Guardian knows he is a pivotal point to the team. If this Jace can get going, they control a lot of objectives with the ability to poke that fight out, to spit in poison from long, to throw in barrels, to even get Fudge's ultimate from that cannon barrage in at some point. So a lot of things to work with. They take the Palafox out, take a lot of the way this team gets to objectives and takes them over and has the advantage out. Fudge setting up barrels to get a quick cleanup on this back line. And could be first Ocean. Cloud9 has been pretty diligent about making sure they're the one to pick up Drakes. We saw a bit of their play go awry when they were going up against FlyQuest in this area quite early because of how far they chased over into the brush, trying to take down Solo and trying to get a few other kills. So it was tough. Where are they going? It wasn't Solo, I'm sorry, because I get my names mixed up. Golden Guardians. Ooh, he'll see that ward's denied right away, but he will not want to clear it. It's scary how much your adrenaline gets going when you're thinking somebody could be in a brush and it takes 4 autos to clear that pink ward. It seems like a lifetime. Nice shot here from Palafox. Does not have the serrated dirk yet for lethality, but he does have 2 long swords, so he'll be swinging away with that. Tomo with the cleanse and flash, Conqueror, Cassio. You would expect Conqueror. Phase rush for Palafox. Predator here for Nori is at a pretty nice change, so he'll be zooming out around the map a little bit more. And they ping mid. Are they going to want something here on a Blaze Olive? He just teleports back. Are they going to give him the long walk? He heads towards his jungler, so they should be safe there, both with the phase rush on. So if they do need to get themselves in or out, they can facilitate that a little bit better. This is hard. Says, all right, you're going to harass me? I'm going to take all these chicken tenders. Oh! Says, thank you very much, dude. Wait, they're calling Fudge out. His lane's pushed a bit. And yeah, he says, give me help on red. So Cloud9, I feel like they're getting slightly bullied in the way that they're kind of handling the lanes. Great job by Hard to really be in their face here. It doesn't really sway the game that much. 58 to 54 on top. Fudge had time to leave his lane. C9 actually playing relatively safe here. But instead of controlling here, they're kind of going to the pace of what Golden Guardians is doing. Bot side is 63 to 54. You may expect Keith and Chime to have a bit of an advantage there, as the Felios can easily spit out the damage Cassio will later, pretty early in the game. Ward cleaning, good ball check there, and money. Could come up with 60 if he goes for the pixel. It's walked around so much. Boom! Look at the return on investment. He just walks around and he gets a bunch of money. That's all you gotta do, folks. All you gotta do. Blue buff for a Blaze Olive. He's going to be able to dance around mid lane. That's one of my favorite champions to have a blue buff, especially when you get to late game. You have the Rabadons. You have a bit more damage deciding whatever path you go to. But your Sork boots are up, and you can just dance around everyone. 3v1, pretty doable. 4v1, you might have to flash. Gets tricky, ult for sure. 5v1, you're a pro if you can make that happen. But Ori is one of those champions that can do that and make a situation her own. Anori popping that ward real quick as a nice Rift Herald is taken from Hard. That means second one will definitely spawn up before we get the timeout on that Herald buff. And no one's really biting for the ganks. The junglers are there. They're playing the way the lane should be played. They're waiting for the counter ganks. Anori was ready for Hard to come around, but everything's set up, I think, a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Too telegraphed, right? You know, the wave was crashing. They were simply at the turret. Nautilus is up there auto-attacking the turret, which means, hey, I don't care. Nothing. I feel completely safe. Well, why does he feel safe? Probably because Anori's there. So I think everything's a little too telegraphed right now, but safe play, I'd say, benefits Cloud9, right? You get Palafox to a place where his flash is back up without going down, so he played that really well. And this team, this fight team from C9, the ability to engage or receive the fight, quickly use the petrifying gaze from Tomo, and just absolutely rebuttal with the fight and what Golden Guardians is trying to do. So, working out, you always want kills. It helps. But I would say that Poke Squad is happy to just kind of hang out here and let the Jace farm up and get himself big. Serrated Dirk is there. The Blaze Olive may want to go back here, or Hard's just helping if they want to get, 45 seconds to Drake. So maybe just some pressure to get wards forward and figure out how they can get positioning here. on the way they're going to take the objective. Diamond has the same idea as he goes a bit to sweep out. It looks like he's going to take the long way around. Not found just yet, and he may have seen that sweeper just kind of pass his vision there over the bottom floor. So a nice job by Golden Guardians to quickly take control of the Dragon area. And again, we asked the question, do they have to play around Zion Spartan? We saw yesterday with the support squad that no, Golden Guardians did not have to play around that. They played a bit around mid. Ablaze Olive had that Karma that was able to boost everybody up supportively. Keith was on the Ash. They were firing in arrows to make sure the composition worked in any regard, making sure you had initiation. And they actually did not play that, I think, from behind at all that game. They were always ahead. They were always initiating with the supportive squad, which just Golden Guardians, and once they have that kind of objective in mind, they check all the boxes and keep going. Here, Cloud9 does a really nice job of destroying that vision Golden Guardians just set up. They come in 4 in hand as Fudge is getting pushed around a bit here. He wants to be able to participate in the fight, so he doesn't want to lose too much. But C9 pushing out there, gaining vision back, so at least they can take a bit of a fight. And Golden Guardians can't overstep the clear at all, so they do get their hand in the pie there. Uh-oh. Diamond. Nautilus still tanky, but has to flash. It looks like this one just fizzles out for now. They say, yeah, Cloud, it's pretty cool. Got an upgrade, but nobody's ready to lose an entire team over it just yet. Maybe the Scuttle, though. Maybe a war. 2v2 on the bot side. Could be our first blood of the game just 12 minutes in now, and that is going to be first blood to Tomo. A good one to get it on once these fights do come up. As we said, it's going to be Cloud9 trying to retaliate, trying to do everything they can. As that fight got away from being a 5v5, C9 found their in. They retaliated onto Chime, take him down, and that's first blood here. Rift Herald's not going to go towards mid. Hard sets that out because they just need to reset. They said, whoa, cannot let too much happen bottom. They're going to be getting Drake as well. Let's get some plates here mid, and we just need to exit stage right, as it were. So they get out. Unfortunate that the Herald had to be used that way, but it still happens. We'll be able to push this wave on, smoke him out. Fudge is going to get knocked up into the air now. Does he still have his orange? He waits for it just for a moment. Stays against the wall, though. Kind of tough because he doesn't want to get next to Hard, but he's really giving a lot of plays to his Zion Spartan there. Another fight coming in from Palafox as well as Inori. Oh my god, the damage coming through was disgusting there from Hard. And coming in from Zion Spartan as they clear up 2 more on the team. 3 down for Cloud9 here, as they were the ones to try and get out of that play, but set it up to go in again. It seems like they wanted to fight, and GG was ready for more. What a play, what a setup. I think Fudge going down so quick without being able to retaliate set Cloud9 up in a bad spot to really be able to get anything else out of that fight. Golden Guardians got out clean. They were ready, and I think just about refreshed on the cooldowns they used to take down Fudge to again resort to fighting against Inori and the rest of the team. 3-1 here after a quick first blood in the bot side. Top gets some action right away, and we're going to be getting Rift Herald here pretty soon. Coming up as it was taken down around 8:40, or maybe just around 9 minutes, I would say. You can see it already ticking up. Few wards for defense placed by Golden Guardians here. Keep themselves protected from any route around the tri-brush. A lot of times, once you get later into the game, this outer turret becomes very dangerous due to the pathing that the enemy team is making around it. Palafox going to rotate up, and it looks like they may want to put that pressure on. Stopped by the speed shrine. Well, wait a minute. Can I scoot around this? I know the answer is no, but I'm still going to try. Going to clear ward? No, they're just going to go right through. So, even though they put that vision down, oh no, they're going to play the retake on the turret. They say, yeah, let him move in, but Ablaze Olive and Hard have the inside track on that way downriver. Zion wanting to get out of this is a cooldown missed for sure. That engages, you see him charge away. And everybody's game right now. Cloud9 definitely still feels confident. Doesn't seem like they're tempered and trying to make a move, which is good. And sometimes you can feel like that wrong move in the top lane kind of fakes you out. You know, gives you that false sense of security or sense of confidence, I should say, for the next play. Is Tomo He's going to be good on his own, takes out the blast cone to get to safety with his team, and Diamond still playing meat shield here as he stands in between. And they're trying to get baits in. Again, a little too telegraphed as Blazealas is able to clean this up. If Golden Guardians doesn't have vision of that area, they're not going to be trying to do too much in it. So the bushwhack set up by C9 does not work. But like I said, they are not stopping putting these attempts out. Great job by Fudge. The team holding mid. It's still going to distract Golden Guardians. So Fudge is able to take down bot as he did push out Zion Spartan. That's starting to go Fudge's way with the Triforce finish. Sunfire Cape now there, so we may be able to stand toe-to-toe along with Fudge, along with the Abyssal Mask coming up soon. Golden Guardians grab Rift number 2. Now the question is, can Cloud9 again punish them in a situation to make them misuse this Rift Herald so they really don't get too much out of it? Mid-turret still stands. You want to see turrets going down with that Rift Herald. So good job to Cloud9. Tomo, Petrifying Gaze is up. He's hiding in the brush. Oh, they realize they're outnumbered, and he's just going to be able to miasma. That's the Graviton lockdown. You have to be aware that's coming in. Solar Flare as well. Diamond steps in front as the flash comes out from Tomo. And they get themselves to safety. But this is 4 on the turret now to the top side of the map. Bot side's covered. That's not being pushed by Fudge, but he's able to get himself off for that cannon barrage, which really, really helps. I was going to say, there's no pressure there, and Golden Guardians might just want to keep going with that Rift Herald. It seems like they still will. Plates have worn off a few minutes ago, so no extra money there. But this is going down 1 shot, and Shelly, actually this is 2, so it's Heraldine. Going to make her way to the front of the line and try and take down another one with a minion letter. Oh! Oh, God! Yeah. Oh, very nice. So that's actually huge. So Zion Spartan, or not being the best turret taker outer, may actually be able to just push a wave enough to grab that turret on the top side of the map. So good for him in having that turret prepped. The second Rift Herald is, as we said, hoped to be used to an advantage. Golden Guardians got themselves into position very quickly and just said, hey, they can't have time to set up for this. Let's just use it right now. And it was the right thing to do. 3-1 is there not much bloodshed in this game. Mountain Drake's going to be our next. This is what has changed our Rift. Horn comes in. Do they know where Inori is, though, as they pop up Tomo? He's in the brush alone, or he's in the pit alone. Wait, but he's healing. He's healing it up. Good takedown hard, and he does. That's going to be a shutdown, actually, onto Tomo coming in from Aphelios. Keith picks up a little money for himself. I get a little crazy there. And Diamond is going to make it out. You just sometimes have to watch that one person duke it out until Tomo got turned into a pair of shoes by Keith. And now Palafox tries to get out of this one. Chime, Keith, and a Blaze Olive all on chase. Mid-turret's almost going to go down, so the focus may be for that. If Chime, no, he is going. They keep putting dissonance on him. I was going to say, they want Palafox really bad when it actually could have been Diamond easily taken down, seeing him come up. Minions are going to be able to get that mid-turret. And what a fight. Tomo getting a little aggressive by staying where he was. A little out of position, but also aggressive. Sometimes can be interchanged in words. And now out of position is the one we're looking for without aggression. Comes in many ways. And the emotes go out. They're like, yeah, you're a tank. I'm a tank. More of a high five. We'll see you for the next fight. Good luck. Have fun. 5-2. We had our second skirmish of the game. That one was more of an all-out brawl, I'd say. The skirmishes were before. Top lane, we had to kill bot lane for Tomo. He was able to grab that one for himself. He's 2-1, having a decent game now on the mage. It hasn't fared well for him. And we have seen C9 trying to vary things in the way that they've played. It hasn't worked out for him each game, but as I mentioned before, it hasn't been that far off of a win for them each time. They had Baron in a previous game and kind of got routed as they were trying to flank a team. They lost the person flanking and then it fell apart. That was just at a crucial moment. You know, as the game goes late, we all know those fights become a little more intense and worth a lot more of control over the map. So it kind of just seems like Cloud9 is getting plagued by a few late game decisions that aren't going their way, but it does look like the team is on board, right? They're all going with those decisions, and it could go either way. So if they can get themselves just over that bridge, a little bit of rough water for them in that, they're good. The play seems fine. The early game for this kind of fell apart, but again, they're still able to find openings, keep their wards up, and push forward. 20 minutes on that clock. That means Baron is up for grabs. Again, trying. Diamond wants to go in. May have been overzealous. They could have come up with a fast kill. I think they want a little more poke before they go for that first initiation. You know, Toma's going to be able to follow up, but he has to poison, then Fang. Nori's got to get the barrel rolling out there, and Palafox, you know, gets the gate out and Shock Blast. His follow-up is to go into Hammer form. So if they were to do that in mid with what I call no shoulder wards on your left and your right, you don't know where that is. They had 1-2 their left. It gets a little scary, right? As soon as Palafox goes Hammer form, it's scary for a Jace. That's something you're always told. You want to stay in that gun form as long as possible to see if you can deliver the damage. So, pushing up, Cloud9 has a lot of wards towards that top side. They want to be able to stop Golden Guardians, and this is where it could come in big for them. Is with these wards, they have the Fog of War to poke from. Palafox can start dishing out the damage with the Omus and the Duskblade now. A little bit more lethality for him. Kills aren't coming in just enough to have the core items. You can see on the side of Golden Guardians, they're upgraded a little bit here from Zion Spartan on his Abyssal Mask and Sunfire. Infinity Edge is there. Zion's Hourglass along with the Ludens, and maybe get the Rapidons in there to do the upgrading. And the wards not being cleared out, but pushed forward here by Golden Guardians. They may get caught out for a moment. Oh, just missing. Ignite here for Palafox, so he may have kill potential on a target if he finds it alone. I didn't actually see that earlier. So a good bit of damage, about a fifth of health coming off there. And Diamond feels big. Gargoyle Stoneplate right off the bat. Merc Treads are going to get him out of a situation. It could be big. Oh, he hits the edge of the wall. Flash for flash. Step charges out, though. Oh, the Zanya stops a lot of the ultis coming in, but the damage still is going to follow through here. And a Blaze Olive is going to be able to run them out. Wait a minute. Protect coming in. No, the shutdown going over to Tomo. And I believe he gets a blue buff out of that if he didn't have it already. And now they're going to be able to fight mid. A lot was used for that. Oh my god, the damage coming in. That's all they needed. This is the poke. That's the start. Here's the headbutt coming in, though. And the retaliation from Golden Guardians. Is it enough? They're trying to find Fudges. He gets the parlays in, but he doesn't just want to speak to the captain. He wants to speak to everybody. They're going to flash it down to Keith. He's got several up. It's not going to be enough. With that anchor toss coming in, he's going to go talk to Davy Jones. And now it's going to be Ornn. Zion Spartan answering with a quick whack of the hammer as they take another one done. 4-0-2 for Zion Spartan towards the top. Maybe they should have been playing towards this lane. And a back and forth now turns into a stalemate that looks like it may break into another fight between these two teams. What a back and forth. Tomo stands 200 gold on that bounty, so that's good. They did not pick that up. Zion Spartan stands 400 gold bounty, so it's good the other team didn't pick that up. The priority players with agency right now standing tall in these fights. Hard's going to pick up Drake. They stop Soul Point in its tracks, but it's still available coming up in 5 minutes. This game just caught fire, and now it is 2-3 and turrets 7-4 in kills here for Golden Guardians, as they were able to pick up just as many in that fight. And what happens next? I mean, the catch on a Blaze Olive to then turn into another fight, right? So technically another kill goes over to C9 throughout that entirety of the fight. Push back into their base. Golden Guardians kind of struggled to keep that one up, but kept it up, right? Didn't lose too much. So very nicely done by them. And huge poke from Palafox now. That was disgusting. The hit, I believe, Keith and Hard. Hard basically lost all of his health in that one shock blast. And I was at a loss for words. That was the patented, oh! And yeah, you basically feel that through the screen. It's visceral. It hurts. 41.3 to 39.1. Still a super close game. And still a game either team could tempt each other at Baron. Looks like Shock. No Shock Blast coming through there, just the base gate. Looks like they wanted to tempt. So many pink wards for each team. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 coming in for the side of Golden Guardians. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one of those 5 just replaced to make sure they're moving their vision, not allowing it to be taken out in an instant. Good shot blast across 3 members. You got to add up that damage. He's doing about 1,200 to 1,500 damage in that shock blast. And more to hard. Cannon barrage comes up. A few too many escapes here for Golden Guardians. Not getting hit by that cannon barrage, but they are doing a great job from both sides to kind of get summoners out, get spells out. And I'd say that was won by Cloud9, staying in the fog of war, using the shock blasts. Oh, a huge shock wave onto a Nori as he gets himself out. He's going to take a quick drink and get himself to the tender and be back on bar here. Well, we'll see what he can do. I think his cask is up halftime. Yep, it's up in just about half its cooldown. Flash for him was used. And I believe a Blaze Olive thought he was going to get a quick kill there. I remember a few patches ago, Ori's ultimate did get that oomph, and it has felt good ever since. I love seeing the Lady of Clockwork on the Rift. And here, the Serpent, Tomo, 4-1. So for having a few games where he wasn't really able to shock and off, you know, I'm not going for a game where he wasn't able to perform. We've actually seen Tomo perform just about every game he has been in. But being able to now stick his neck out and really be able to help the team in a situation where he is the focus, right? You want to take down Cassiopeia in a fight. Just like Rise, the machine gun mage, she is spitting out fangs, spitting out that poison, and does it in AoE fashion. So it's something you want out of the fight immediately. Cleanse. The quick cleanses has really helped him to keep position. Rylai's now on top of the Saras and the Leandries. You're just getting burned down as well as slowed down. So it's hard to catch and hard to get on this team while you're getting kited by what wants to poke you on the side of Cloud9. So Golden Guardians, they do have ways to get in. Right? I mean, you have a Leona. There's always a way to get from A to B when you have Leona. You just follow the Zenith Blade. A lot of ways to engage here for Golden Guardians. They still, I'm sure they feel like they're on top as well. 3-2 in turret. That top one for Cloud9. Still waiting to be taken down. We got to remember the top turret for Golden Guardians, on the side of Cloud9, I should say, was hit by Rift Herald. So that is hurt and limping. I don't know if structures can limp. That was close. That would have been pretty gross, too. That would have been huge damage from a barrel this late in the game. Essence Reaver BF on top of the Triforce. The Blaze Olive is seen, and the rest of them are seen here. You can see Predator activated by a Nori. Does he actually want in? Too many minions. Way too many minions for the poke team to want to actually fight in this before that's cleared out. And now they may be trying to get some shock blast through. That's not what you want to see. Cloud9 loving it. And they're going to try to get the hook in. It's going to be Chime, though. He takes all of the initiation at first. Zion Spartan hitting the head onto Nori. But the dinner bell has not been rung just yet. No one wants to feast on this fight at the current time. They back off. Everybody says, okay, we like what we've seen. We're going to tempt you at Baron, especially now that you don't have the Oran Horn. We know we can stand in position, trying to grab vision. Diamond realizes he's standing on a ward. A new one is placed by Zion Spartan as he pushes himself forward. And what will they do? Looking for the big ultimates up on the side. Hard has his collateral damage, so he may be able to fire that across the Baron attempt, but it's not going to really be enough to execute something since it doesn't do that. Who needs to be in front? Diamond's there, but Diamond can be taken down by this impact of damage that Golden Guardians is going to outburst right away. A shock blast just missing. Not going to lie. That's exactly what I feel like when I'm shooting out shock blasts. It's like people are just able to dodge everything about it by a millimeter. Good on Golden Guardians. Palafox cannot find the shots right now. Ooh, gets unstoppable by surging forward with that Bellows Breath. And Diamond does not get the crowd control he was looking for. Nice job by Zion Spartan to read that coming through. And now they're going to start up onto Baron again. It's got just over 10,000 HP. Hard still has ultimate here. Now Blaze Olive also has Shockwave. Not a good place to be in that Baron pit if you're going to get hit by it. Palafox with the flank. Oh my god, Cloud9 has literally just routed Golden Guardians in their face to take Baron. They were there the whole time. They couldn't move it. Enough time for their ultimates to come back up, and Golden Guardian says, we'll have to give it priority, and mid could be had here with the wave, but I think Cloud9 is going to make it back in time, stopping top lane being taken down as well. And they have just given the grand shuffle to Golden Guardians on that Baron take. This is exactly what I'm talking about for Cloud9 games. We don't see them losing by this tremendous amount, right? The early game, there were some faults. The mid game, a few faults. The fights have been going even, but at that point, Golden Guardians has a higher score, so the KDA is 7-4, 11-8, right? As it goes up, Golden Guardians always have that higher score, but the big impact plays mid game come from the positioning, the Baron plays, the vision Cloud9 has been setting up, and the reason we saw them as the Spring Split champions. It just seems like this season, there is still something that plagues them after this point. Finding the way into the next fight. You know, they move their wards forward, they're doing it textbook, and you know, they're not going to make a huge mistake, but maybe it's the good fight that Golden Guardians find. If that's what's been happening to them. So a good fight already by Cloud9, but they have Chime. That's the only one. Maybe they didn't want that ultimate to happen that way as Inori. A big hit. Another shockwave missed, however, and that is the go button for Cloud9. So Blazolve not feeling good about pressing R right now as Palafox goes down, but so does Keith. Cloud9 pushing forward here. Another grab. Great one by Diamond there as they find a Blazolve. He's going to come out of the stopwatch with Tomo taking quite a bit of damage, and Cloud9 still looking to scrape together another kill as their health bars go up just a little bit with their utility. Tomo's healing. The oranges coming in from Fudge as they can continue to pressure. The back now coming in from one. That's going to be Chime trying to home guard back into the fight as a middle turret for Golden Guardians trying to be protected. Diamond wants under the turret, and they are not going to get the fight that they want for the second time. So again, inching forward, but they have Baron. There should be turrets being grabbed off of this. I got to give a credit to Golden Guardians there for a good hold, and Cloud9 for stepping in and getting a fight there. But a turret would have definitely been awesome. Looks like Baron may actually fizzle out here for them. Fudge is going to start to push his top side. If he takes this, it would be fantastic to get a little bit more money and probably put them into the lead. Get some more core items. I think he's going for the Infinity Edge, and he may just have that along with the Global Golden Goddess team. A back and forth. The gloves got to come off. I love the fights, but then everybody's like, well, if we keep someone up, we'll be good. That's too safe. Get in there and start throwing bows. Come on. Let's go. Open up a can. I got to see some bigger fights here. I mean, Orin's going to start, I don't even know, finding a way to upgrade even more items that he shouldn't be able to upgrade. Where are we going long here on this game? We're only 33 minutes in, but we're getting these fights that makes it feel like, you know, the game, it probably could end now that we have mid-tier turrets down, but the game is just could have this huge swing off of what could be a few going down. That's what we want to see. Hard gets out of this one. Palafox wants in, though. Each team. It's just the play to not lose situation. Tempted to fight, but you don't want to fight enough to lose. It's okay. I respect it. I respect it. Is there going to be enough for 4 Mountain Drakes here? Coming up in 1 minute. More pressure on that mid turret. 5 strong for Golden Guardians as they hang out here. Felio's feeling good. Keith can definitely tear some people up in a fight with the Phantom Dancer, his Runon's Hurricane, and the Infinity Edge now upgraded as well. Looks like that Rabadon just slowly being built up here by a Blazolve now that he has the Morellonomicon finished out, which will help, as I said, that utility, that healing that Tomo and the rest of the team are getting a bit of. And Nori even as well, off passive Fudge on the orange. Diamond just being a tank, having some health regen. They go onto the tank. Cannon Barrage is hitting the entire team almost of Golden Guardians, and Cloud9 is starting to fire off in this one as they take down Keith right away in the back of the fight. He got bounced into a spot and drunk under the table there by the rest of the team. And Cloud9 opens up. That's what they have been missing. The chance to just swarm a team and they think they took Golden Guardians by surprise. You're expecting to get poked out. That's what I've been saying. They need to just poke. They need to do this. But that time, they pulled the trigger. Palafox was almost in hammer form immediately, and the cannon barrage was beautiful coming in from Fudge. We saw a lot of awesome play from him at the end of the season. He still delivers here at the beginning of the summer split. And it almost becomes a tied-up game on those kills and a 2K gold lead. Now, as that is going to be sole point for Cloud9. What a fight. And this is exactly where they show strength. Solidify the early game, and again, you have your champions back on par. Right? I think that's what they're missing overall. We talked about the faults late game that happened for them. It can happen to any team. We just see them losing a lot more ground than they ever would this season in the early game than they did in spring. Whoop! Just missed outside the range, but is it going to matter? Diamond's still going to be going down here. Wait, Tomo flash forward? They're only going to fight with two. But can they take this? The cannon barrage is coming down. They're going to lose Tomo, but here comes the shield from Saracen Brace. He tries to keep himself alive. Now it's going to be Fudge delivering the damage. Parlay is not going to work this time as they just shut him up. Palafox now trying to head for the hills as Inori may be taken down. And again, that's the other side of the story. Cloud9 going in, overzealous in the end game. A fault there that plagues them after the big plays, and now it's going to be Golden Guardians getting Baron. It has been written, and the story has been retold. You know, they say history repeats itself. It's not a lie. Oh my word. Golden Guardians now not a whole lot of damage on this Baron. Zion Spartan is doing his damnedest. Blue buff is just grabbed by a Blaze Olive, but you still don't have a lot there. So, Cloud9, by the graces of no damage, being alive for Golden Guardians, this is huge for objective taking here that they don't have a Felios. Palafox is going to come in. They're realizing it now. Cloud9 is going to try to make a second move and go for broke on this as they now get Diamond into the fight. 1,800 left on Baron. Zion Spartan's whacking away as they take down Inori, so there's no smite. Chime's about to go down. Cannon Barrage is up again. Who's he paying for this cooldown? Amazing stuff coming from Fudge. He is just playing his heart out right now. As the ults come up, he's using it and calling for the shots. Keith now and Hard trying to escape on this one. Cloud9 back in the driver's seat. You cannot make this up. This is a zany one coming in as Golden Guardians get another kill. But wait, Keith's here. He's starting to deliver out with Sever and keep him alive. He doesn't have it up. It's going to be Infernum and Calibrum, and he goes down. Tomo now spitting out the damage. Will they have enough as he tries to turn out the smoke to get vision of Hard? They're on to Zion Spartan, and that Rylai's is going to keep him in range. Blue buff is there. Cooldown's there as he keeps sinking his fangs in. A lot of HP for Zion Spartan. I think he's going to be able to stay alive in this one with a quick flash as he does in a back and forth. Just as the story flips, beep, turn the page again, choose your own adventure. If you want to go to page 30, go to page 30. If you're playing for Cloud9, please go to page 70 because we are back in the driver's seat for Cloud9. How many chapters do we have in this one? This is ridiculous. Coming back in, you can see, look all over the map. It looks like wards, also dead bodies. This is ridiculous. So many people going down over the course of that coast-to-coast fight. And I just can't. This game is such an awesome game for brawls between both teams. So we're gonna keep it going. 64.6 to 64.3. Remember, Cloud9 just had a 2K gold lead. Scratch that off. It is no longer there. And we are now going to see what happens here. I wouldn't say, I mean, maybe it's all even. 505, so Ornn is huge, but we still see him taking quite a bit of damage coming in from Tomo. When Tomo can stay alive, the positioning just has to be better overall. I think Tomo's better off without flash up. You're going to be in and behind his carry, or behind his tanks, playing the spot he needs to play. He has Banshee's Veil now, so waiting for that to come back up a little bit more on the side of magic resistance and ability power coming in for him with the purchases as well. Guardian Angel for Fudge. He also has Cannon Barrage back up, and he is going to make it rain ASAP if this fight starts. 13 to 11 as we come up on to 40 minutes in this game. Golden Guardians now looking to choose their own adventure, but look at Fudge. Fudge here, he listened. He turned to page 70. 30 here for Golden Guardians, so we're on two different stories. And we'll see what's happened. The Blaze Olive wants to take a read of what's going on over here and how he's going to take down Fudge. Possibly getting that Guardian Angel would be gigantic. He got the ultimate already. That's going to be enough. You're definitely not going to be able to chase through that right away. But he might go for it late to see if he stayed to be greedy. Nah, he didn't. He's like, is he backing right in front of me? No, he's not going to back. I think nobody's taking any chances right now in this game. C9 wants their first win of the split. Golden Guardians, like I said, tied for first with the rest of 6 and a few others. After that, there's 8th, and then C9 alone, a loneroo, all in 10th. The Lone Rangers right now. There's no silver lining to this cloud from C9 Academy. The winds start coming in, we will start to see the clouds a little bit clearer. Oh, I'm hearing the conversions come out as well as some Knight's Vows, maybe? Was that a right? Yeah, just a Zeke's conversion. Oh, he does have a Knight's Vow, actually. Zion Spartan got it. That's where it was. It's on cooldown, so I couldn't exactly see it right away. Yeah, really. Just trying to support each other now. Buy items. Synergize what happens between your abilities. Don't overlap your crowd control. Death Dance for Felios. Holy smacks. Fudge coming in with a giant barrel slap, and that's going to be big. They smell blood in the water now. Cannon Barrage is going to be up. He's still trying to get a few more barrels. A nice shot coming in from Palafox as he gets a shock blast through. An Elder Dragon is going to be the name of the game. 1 minute and 40 seconds. Oh my gosh, Chime. Really nothing to Zenith Blade 2 there, but he was trying to get out of a situation. Knowing Chime is low, they're going to try to pressure Zion Spartan and do a mistake. And that's all this is pressuring them into a move. Palafox trying to deliver from the outside, and they do have good damage onto Chime, but look at the regen he's got going on. Almost up to half HP already if they can just wait a little bit longer. Nice smoke grab on the Banshee's Veil there, coming in from hard on Graves. Wards are being denied in the pit by that pink ward, but everybody has vision of the Elder right now, flying just outside the pit. Palafox having to back off. Oh my god, it's going to be them going in. Chime wants the Zenith Blade to start the fight, but they could lose him right away as the stopwatch goes off. Hard into Blaze Olive getting hit a little bit, so they can't get in, and Chime's going to die to the poison of Tomo. The anchor toss just misses, so now it's a 5v4, and Golden Guardians has been fighting well, even down in numbers. A Blaze Olive with a perfect shield to stop that shock blast from ringing true on his HP. This is Elder Drake. Will give a team enough to finally push through into the base. We are thinking this game has been such a back and forth, and Palafox now able to initiate to get in. It's going to be taken by Fudge. No, Fudge takes one. That's going to be taken by a Nori as the kill for a champion comes up before Elder. That's a Nori. He gets it. A huge play, and Hard had to go for broke there. 13 to 13. There's not much you could do, and you have to say this is it. If they cannot make it in with Elder, then there is definitely something else that needs to be done for C9 to start getting wins this split. Coming up on that 45-minute mark in just 3. Will they be able to take that down? Fudge trying to clean up the backside here and bring up the bottom lane because it looks like Cloud9 knows this isn't going to happen in one fell swoop. This is going to take time, and it actually won't even be an inhibitor off this first wave. It's going to be a Baron attempt. A Blaze Olive ultimate almost up. Keith almost with that Moonlight Vigil up. And we are going to see them now going over to that Baron pit. Starting it up right away. A little bit more damage here from the Cloud9 side as they're able to get Tomo just destroying and shredding it. It does not look like it's going to be an attempt, and the fate of Golden Guardians may be sealed. And Cloud9 are that much closer to their first victory here in the summer split of 2020. The game is tied up in kills with a 3K gold lead, 4K gold lead, honestly, in favor of Cloud9. They were up 2K before, squandered away in a fight where they just got overzealous. Here, playing a bit more methodical and putting a method to their madness of flashing forward, getting themselves into a fight when they don't have all members, and really bringing themselves in and out when they're too low, getting back in when they're healed up. What a game here for week 2. I could not wait to see the rest of this split. And I don't want to see it too fast, right? It's like you get finished with a series and you're like, man, I wish I could just watch it again and be a part of that experience. Well, I feel like this season it's going to be that. 6 teams currently tied for first of as we get a good back and forth to start out the summer split here. Cloud9, your reigning champs, trying to get a victory. Highly unlikely thought from many coming into this split, but it's true. We're seeing it right here. But we're also seeing why they were on top. Glimpses of those championship times of just last split. To say it like Pepperidge Farm remembers. And good damage from these cannon minions just railing on the turret with the rest of the team. Here's that method to the madness they were putting together, getting more waves up. Bot lane is also in a position with the map objective free for what is 3 minutes and 4 minutes and 20 seconds for Baron. And we will see this bot wave almost getting there in time for help. Blaze Olive is able to clear top. Not too hard for him there. And engage onto Zion Spartan, but he is quite tanky. The tankiest, if you will, on the team. And they finally push through. Inhibitor turret 1 down. Inhibitor turret 2 down to 50%. Spudge is doing some good work top. His Guardian Angel is up, so he's able to take a pretty weird path to get back to that minion wave and pull it through. Crescendom's up here. What does Golden Guardians do as they try to save their base? A game that they were really in the lead for most of the time. They want to go back on a Zion Spartan. He's all healed up. Diamond forced over the wall. Here comes the ulti from Zion. That's a lot of damage onto Diamond as they want to get over the wall again. Zenith brings Chime through the base gate. I don't think they want this. Palafox! Hammer form immediately and almost takes down hard. The burn's going to come through, and they are able to get it with the kill from a Nori. No, Palafox actually finishes it out for himself. Cloud9 looking to put a win in that left column finally as they just keep pulling the trigger, finding the fights late game, and doing it together. They're all on the same page here. I think we're into like chapter 15 on this one, if you will. I didn't even look. That's the amount of kills. Let's go. It's just working for them. And they're probably about to sign off on this one. Your authors, your illustrators, and your winners. Finally, the reigning champs from Summer Split, Cloud9 Academy, are able to find the win.